Just chilling out. How's everybody doing? Let's see here. Before we get things going, I'm gonna just make sure the sound is all right. I got a little mic connected here, so bear with me real quick. Let's see if we can get into this real quick. How's everybody been, man? I just been kind of just chilling. Had some family things, visiting my daughter's godfather. He's gonna be a dad soon. Shout outs to him. And we're gonna go visit the family. Had a whole baby shower and everything. So now we're just kicking back at the pad. All right, cool. So we got the visuals and everything. All right, let's keep it going now. So here we are, the Corvair. Trying to bust this thing out. The other night I went live on, what was it, YouTube? Not YouTube. It was Facebook, real quick, just to see how it would look. And another little issue there with the connection. So I got an extender. I have an extender now here in the garage. So I'm able to get better footage here. And all right, so let's see here. Let's see what we're gonna do real quick. Hopefully I can get some good picture here, because I know the one thing I don't like is the autofocus. It keeps switching up back and forth. We'll see what happens, man. But it's Saturday night out here in LA. Feel like messing with this car real quick. Drinking my coffee, just chilling out. The fam, everyone's already going to sleep and stuff, So gonna go ahead and mess with this. Let me know in the comments how it sounds. Yo, what's up, Casey? What's up, man? Dang, I need to figure out a way so we could do this live. Maybe you could jump on live with me here on video. Bam. All right. Let's see here. So let's set this stuff aside, because I will not need this right now. This is more the target, what we're going to be working towards. I remember primering this body and did some work all right here on these little vents right there, as you could see. Started filling it in with glue, but then I didn't finish. I was sanding, primered it. I need to fill that up. But back here, we have a couple of more vents that I want to cut out. These ones I definitely do want to cut out. I mean, I could go that route, or I could smoothen them out also, and this way they are not visible whatsoever. Kind of like what I'm gonna do here, but I really want to cut out these back ones, man. They look pretty sick. I know Armando had shared some info that on this one promo he had where he just sanded it from the bottom and he exposed all this right here. But let's see how I'm gonna figure this out for you guys. Let me bust out some tools real quick. So then I'm gonna have to do some drilling, that's for sure. Here we have some drill bits from God Hand right here. Let me see what else. Dang, thanks, bro. Let me see. Yeah, the meshes, man, you're right. Messing with some of the meshes, I think that'd be pretty cool. Probably gonna roll with C. So there's a set God Hand makes. It's like a B, C, and D. Here we go. Here's A. Those are the sizes right there. Here's a B. Here is C. And the last one, D. Check it out right there. Yeah, so let's see. Let's mess with this one. Put these ones back. These are some other God Hand little bits. Yeah, there's a bunch of little bits of stuff I have in here in this little box. And this is cool because it keeps them nice and organized in this little case right here. Let me see my pin vices. Dang, this is a little stuck. There's the Tamiya one. Here Here's the God hand one, the one in the blue. So I think we're gonna roll with this one right here. So push it down, tilts up. Let's get this bad boy out of here. Let me see here. Yeah, I mean, it'll definitely fit right here if I drill it, or even if I go with the bigger size, probably better. Let's see here. All right, let me see if I can show you guys right here. Sorry. Yeah, like right there. So I'm basically going to put the drill bit. Oh man. See, autofocus. I'm telling you, right here. So let's put this on the pin vise. Right here. All right, cool. This one away. Apologize in case if you guys can't see kind of what's going on. I'm just gonna drill out a bunch of little holes right here. That thing's squeaking. Might need add a little bit of lubrication onto this pin vise. See, that's the first hole right there on the vent. So I'm just gonna do a bunch of little holes going all the way down the vent in the center. Yeah, I need to add a little bit of WD-40 or something. Here, let me grab that real quick. Cause this thing sounds. Hear that? Yeah, right here. It's like it needs to get hooked up real quick. Let me see. Let me see what I can get. I'll be back, guys. Alright, cool, I'm gonna need this. Alright, let me put the mic back on. Alright. I'm gonna need like a little drop of this. What is this? Remington oil. This is what's used on firearms. Right here. Let's go ahead and use this at the bottom of this here. Gonna put a little bit on here. Yeah, this stuff's pretty universal. You can use it for a lot of household things. Boom, right there. Just one little drop. Right there. Let's see. There you go. Sound is gone. Let me just wipe off whatever little excess came off of it. That's not gonna make no more noise. Gone. Smooth too. All right, let's get back into it. Here we go. All right, so now we have what, two little holes right there. Let's go for the third. Yeah, once I create all these little incisions, all these little holes, I'm gonna get my my nippers and I'm gonna start cutting through there as well, and then followed like by the hobby knife and then some files, things like that, just to really open that little area up. Let me see here what's going on. Bam. There you go. There. Yeah, I was just chilling in the house, you know. Once we got home, been hanging out, watching some TV and stuff, and I was like, man, I've been wanting to jump on the live right here with you guys. So I was like, I gotta get on the bench, man. It's been a minute. Let's get working on this Corvair. Once I finish this Corvair, I'm gonna pass this over to Armando because I know he's gonna be doing some presentations in the future with the Corvairs or Lovairs. And you know, at the SoCal Open, it was a really dope installment that they did. All the guys that participated, even Casey here that's on the chat, man, all you guys got down with your stuff. And it was something special, you know. I wasn't able to complete my build for the event, even though I had plenty of time. But you know, life gets in the way. You got to do all this like stuff, so I wasn't able to do it. Check it out. Look at where we're at right now. Bam. But yeah, stuff starts to creep up, you know. I was prepping for work, busy week at work, and then on top of that, I was moving after the show and after the busy work week. So there was a lot kind of going on. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get my God Hand Nipper right here. These here, I love these. These are workhorses. So basically, what's gonna happen is where you see those little holes, it's almost like you stick your the tip of the blades here, and you start to just cut those areas. And you don't gotta go fast. You know, you could go slow. I don't know if you guys heard that there, but it starts to break it up. You know, then you flip it to the other side, and you start to get the other end. And I'll show you guys after I cut this real quick, just to kind of see how it's starting to open it up. But, all right. So, see there, it went from all the little holes and then, damn, started to eat it up right there, munching it up. All right. So, from this point on, I mean, I could continue doing that, or I could get my my trusty hobby knife that I like to use. This is a Tamiya one. It's just a lot smaller little blade right here. There you go. Let me see if I could get right into the incision of this real quick right here. Let's see. Let's see if this... See, but I gotta be a little careful right here because what happens is the more you start cutting, here, let me do this side better. It starts to make one side weaker than the other. I'll show you guys real quick what I'm talking about. So this side right here that's closest to the trunk, this plastic will start to get really thin and weak. Over here it's a little bit thicker. And then plus it has all this other support surrounding it. So you could just cut it on that side, it's all good. But once you start getting into this side, you gotta be careful the way you handle the model, because that can easily break. And then from there, what's happening is you're just opening up more things to have to do later that you're like, dang, I could have skipped this step. So you just have to be very careful and just take your time cutting. If you feel like, you know what, I should possibly just use a file or something, you could do that. Another thing too is I could even put this here as like a support, like a base. And let's just say that, you know, I wanted to hold it. You could use hobby tape, or if you want something a little bit more stronger, you can use what is it, like the 3M, that green tape, if you have it, or the yellow one too. The yellow one seems to be a little bit more aggressive. Here, let me go ahead and I'll put some of this yellow one here. I mean, the yellow one's pretty good too, you know. Just push it in there, get it nice and snug. Right there, we got one side. Now I'm gonna put some tape on the other side. This will help as like a support right there. Better to have something than nothing, you know. And let's see, this last piece, I'll just slap it like this, push it down, then bam, like that. This is just temporary. We'll take this off later. The goal is to open up this vent right here, the little square right there. So we're gonna keep continuing going at it right here. Yeah, what'd you guys get into earlier today? Were you guys just chilling at the pad, or you guys go anywhere, visit any family? I spoke with my homie Luis. He he's in town. He's out visiting Armando. He came from up north, and I was like tripping out, like, oh dang, you're out here. You know, he took him to a hobby store that was in my area where I grew up. So that was pretty cool. He got to see a little bit of that, of the city where I was roaming at back then. And I didn't get to see him though, unfortunately. You know, he's doing his thing. I was over here with family and stuff too. So we'll see what's up. I don't know. I don't know how long he's in town for, but I thought that was pretty dope that he was out here visiting. Hopefully, he comes down more often. You know, we'll see. All right, let's see. Starting to white up a little more, but let me see. I'm not sure if I'm sure later he will. At the moment, I know he had done some parts, some PE stuff, and I know those are some of the items that he had produced some of those PE parts, and also for like specific kits. I know a long time ago we did like with Detail Junkies like a run of like ScaleRider plaques and other things like that. I think in the future I want to do another run of something like that, you know. But we'll see. I mean, I haven't chopped it up with David lately. I need to reach out, say what's up, check in, see how he's doing and stuff, and see, follow up on that, on some PE stuff for sure. I just haven't done so lately. But let's see here. This is starting to cut out. This is the stuff that takes time, but it's very rewarding once you do it. You know, once you start getting it in there and getting the results that you want, and just kind of striking the goal. You know. Another thing too, real quick, as I'm doing this, I cannot forget. I need to bust out some safety glasses right here. Boom, check these out. Gotta bust these out, man. I'm sorry, guys. I'm all doing this stuff, not even putting them on. I gotta put these on, man. I gotta protect my eyes. Because you never know. I mean, I'm getting pretty close to the camera as I'm cutting this stuff right here. Here, let me see if I could move the camera up a little. Hold on, guys. Maybe this is better. All right. And what happens is I'm getting close to this, like my face and my eyes, and I'm using this blade and I'm kind of forcing it at an angle to cut, and I'm twisting it a little, and that could be a little dangerous because if I twist it in a little weak point, I'm risking it of the blade snapping, right? And who knows, man, little particles could fly out, hit my eyes, and that could not end well, you know. That could be pretty bad. This is one of the reasons why I like these smaller blades, just because I could get into small little crevices. Number 11 blade's pretty dope too. That works great as well. But for this like kind of thing, I like using these little tiny ones. I like having a little bit more control over what I'm doing right here. Okay, let me see if I could. Oh, where's that file? See if I could file right here. Yeah, these are some OG files I got from Armando a while back, and they work great, man. They do some wonders. All right. see. Let's check out. It's getting a little wider. There's still a little more I need to get off on this side, and a little bit on the opposite end. Let me see here. I'll keep hacking away at it. It's starting to come around. But yeah, this stuff could take, you know, some time, take hours, but it's all good. I mean, you got to do it when you have time, you know, have some music or something in the background. I don't have no music right now. I'm not, because I know, like, if I start throwing music on, it's gonna either someone's not gonna like it, like what I'm listening to, or it's gonna get like monetized or something, you know. Let me see here. Let me move that a little bit more this way. Dang, I can't forget my coffee. I see it right here in the background. Shh. Let's check it out. Check it out. Yo, thanks, man. I keep hearing noises in the background though. It's a car though. I thought it was like it was an exhaust, like shots or something fired, but no, that's an exhaust for sure. Going down. Let's see. Bam. Clean this up right here. Let me get more into it right here. Yeah, I'm trying to uniform this really straight. Okay, this is starting to look good right here now. My eyes are smiling right now. I'm starting to see kind of what the goal. See right here, this is what I'm talking about. Like I insert it and then I twist it a little. And that's what kind of worries me about something flying out and possibly hitting my eye, you know. But so far so good. Right, let's clean up this little area right here. Yeah, this time, guys, I have a little mic. I have a little mic connected, so it sounding a little better, I'm hoping. But you guys can let me know. Let me see here. Let's see what it's doing right here. Yeah, what time is it for you guys? Where you're at, or where you guys at that are watching right now? If you guys want to throw up your city or country or wherever, I don't know. I'm just kind of curious where you guys at right now. For me, it's 11:22 p.m. It's almost midnight. It's almost midnight over here. Just working on this thing. All right, cool. Let's bust out the file again. We're gonna get a flat one right here. Let's see. I'm not putting too much pressure. I'm just kind of going very lightly, letting it kind of float as I control the file stick here. And I don't want to press it down too hard because I don't want to flatten it too much, like, because it's a little contoured right here. There's a little bit of shape. There, you see, it's starting to come out right there. So we're making some progress right here. I might need to take off the trunk at some point just to start shaping out these outer, or the sides, I guess, like the edges of the vents, because right here it's a little bit thicker. And let's see. All right, guys. So, ooh, what up, Ryan? See No Evil Builds. What's up, man? Damn, Miller time. What? San Antonio, Texas. That's what's up. Builds by George Juarez. What's up, man? Iowa. Hell yeah. Oh, what? Arizona. What's up? Raven 79. Dang. Thanks, dudes, for tuning in. Yeah, it's 11:22, and wanted to mess with this car, and just kind of going back to like wanting to test out the camera stuff too, how everything's going. Damn, right now as I was like pushing it, it was this part was like I was saying, this back end is kind of weak, so I got to be careful right here. Then I could snap it. I mean, I could always glue it, but I'm trying to avoid that, having to do all that stuff. So let's go ahead and file it right here a little. All right, so this side's done. As far as here, let's take off some of this temporary tape. A lot of times I like to really or not to really, to keep this tape, like these little strips, because they're very reusable. They do come in handy. And yeah, that tape comes a long way, man. It's crazy. You definitely work this tape right here. There you go. Damn, let's put this over here. All right, let's take the trunk off. All right, so there's a part right here that I need to get right into. It's somewhat getting there, but I just need to be very, very, very careful right here, because this plastic is really, it's starting to thin out in that area, and if I'm not careful, it could break. I mean, if it happens, it happens, I could try to fix it later. I'm just trying to avoid that. Man, tomorrow being Sunday, what are you guys getting into? Are you guys chilling or just mentally kind of preparing for Monday, like for work? Or, just like that week? Or maybe, I don't know, maybe, or some of you guys probably going on vacation or something. Bam, let's see. I'll peep the comments a little bit right now. Let's see. I'm gonna try to scoot the camera over a little on this side, because I'm not really looking at it too much. Maybe this is better lighting. Here, I'll tilt it down, guys. Dang. Hey, bro, that would be kind of cool. Doing up like a dumpster. That'd be pretty cool. All right. Yeah, I think this probably looks a little better. Hopefully you guys could see better what I'm doing. Yeah, let me move my thumb. It's on the way right there. You guys don't want to see that. Okay, let's examine right here. Where we at? Okay. Yeah, I still got a little bit of ways right here to cut. It's getting there though. We're getting closer and closer every step of the way. Man, I wonder, like when these guys are making these cars, like AMT, they're printing them and stuff. If in their mind they're thinking like, oh yeah, we're gonna keep all these details on here. No one's ever gonna cut them out. They're just gonna kind of chill. And now it's like everything, is getting cut for the most part. On a lot of stuff, everyone's customizing, doing a lot of different things, keeping it very, very organized. Okay, let's see what's up here. Dang, I feel like I need to be quiet. And hold my breath. Getting there, getting there. All right, let's see. Let's bust out. No, not this one. I gotta put this one away. I don't know why I keep grabbing it. I'm trying to focus it. See, I'm not digging this. I think there's just too many things in the background. It's hooking up on that, or connecting to that. Maybe I need to ditch out those cutting mats too. That's a terrible sound. We're making some progress. Watch. All right. I wonder when Zumon's gonna start shipping to the U.S. again. I definitely need to re-up on some of their products. I reached out to them. I sent a message to see if there's any update. Still waiting to hear back from them and see what's up. Because I do need a few of their products for myself for some future builds, but then I also need to re-up on some items. I've been getting requests for certain items, and I don't have them right now. So I need to try to get them. All right, for now, I'll probably leave this one like this for now. But let me see if I could kind of show you guys. There we go, man. Here, let me see. Let me try to do something real quick. Let me try to see if I could ditch out some of this stuff, because I don't like this whole. Let's zoom in, zoom out. I don't even know what's going on. It's too busy in the background. There we go. There we go. Like that. I wonder if you guys know, or no, I don't think it allows me. I want to know if there was a setting that maybe perhaps I can set it so there's no like autofocus and all that stuff. I don't think it's letting me do that. Anyway, let me see if I could bust out some of the zoom on parts that I have. This is like for my just like personal kind of stash right here. The shout out right there. Here we go. It's this little vent. Yeah, I keep like parts and just things I need in here in this little vent, this little drawer. All right. So I don't know if I'm gonna go with this one, the rhombus grid plate, but let me pull it out. Let me just kind of show you guys the idea I had with this. So I was thinking of cutting a piece of this, and I mean, I'm not gonna layer it above. I'll most likely go underneath. Let's just say, like, if you guys can kind of visualize that right there, and try to push it in a little bit in, so so it's like under but not like below it, you know, on both sides. And then underneath this I could put like a piece of black material or tape, or just something black underneath it, so this way when you look in there it gives it some depth in there. So that's kind of But I'm still looking at the mesh. I might go with this. Here, let me show you guys a part number. This is the Zoom-On ZT030, the rhombus grid plate. And you know, what's up, Kevin? I'm not sure if they do. Oh, they might, man. I'm really not too sure. I haven't taken a look at anything like that for like the PE set regarding that. But man, I wish they do PE sets for almost like every car. I know that it costs a lot, but at least, you know, some of the favorites that, because time, you know, over time things change. Some newer cars started to become the favorites. So all right, so this side's, it's probably like 80% done. It just needs to be cleaned up pretty much right here. Yeah, I remember back then buying some of their kits, like the PE stuff, for like the Impalas and things like that. Yeah, those were cool. Or even like the steering wheels. All right, so that's that one for now. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. I was like, what happened to the hood or the trunk? Dang. Let's put it back. Cause yeah, I also need to clean up the trunk too. It's too a little too messy. All right, here we go. Let's bust out this little grid. Okay, let me see if I could hide this green cutting mat. I'm really not even using it. I mean, there's a bunch of plastic debris on it, but it's nothing too crazy, you know. This is the 240 grit God hand sanding pad that I'm using right here. And this one has I think it's looks like, feels like the 5mm thickness of foam as a support. There we go, a little bit better. But I still feel like I'm gonna have to put some styrene on the body, just because like right here it looks really odd, really bizarre. Little raised, chipped. It's like having a chipped tooth. All right, let's put tape back on this. The tape that we preserved and saved, encapsulated. Yeah, nah, I don't think I'm gonna open the trunk. I'm gonna seal it because I'm not gonna be opening the bonnet either. Like for this build, I don't plan on, it's gonna be a curbside, so I don't plan on really working or showcasing any, you know, like the engine in the back, none of that, or even just like a storage compartment, nothing like that. It's gonna be more like the slam, like static look, and just want it to look really smooth. I feel like I'm gonna put more effort into the paint job. That's kind of what I'm gonna really focus more on, is on that direction right there. Let me see. Let's try to cut out some more little holes right here for this build. Yeah, I remember back then wanting to do like work on an engine, you know, and you're doing the distributor and everything, then you got the lines and everything coming out, and you want them to go into the engine, and I didn't even have a pin vise or knew what that was at that time, and I would just use like a hobby knife or like a rod, like something really like sharp, like pointy, and I would just like heat it up, you know, with a lighter or something, just something hot, and then from there I would here, you know what? Where's this little brush? I know I got this little brush over here. Why am I using my finger? This is the gun primer. Man, oh yeah. I was like, what was I talking about? So so I would like just cut out, like poke it, the engine, right? And then later, one of my friends introduced me to a pin device. I saw how he did it. And I was like, what? That looks cool. So then, man, I had to, run to the store and pick one up and get the different, like, bits and stuff like that. And I don't know, I've always been fascinated with the tools, you know? It's always been a pretty fun thing to do. Let's see here. Feels like it's taking forever, man. This AMT plastic is thick, especially right here in this area, man. Let me see. Bam. Yeah, man, this is gonna be the curbside right here. Oh, right on, man. It's crazy. Yeah, man, it's a trip, man. The struggles, you know. But that's how it happens. And then later, you start to come across stuff, or we see other people doing it, and it's always cool when you have that info. And if you decide to order or get stuff, go to the store or whatever, like, oh, what the hell? I hear a noise out there. That was weird. Let me see. Bam. I don't know if you guys heard that. It's like a weird sounding sound out there. Sounds like a drill. The fuck? Sounded weird. Yeah, because it's almost midnight, man. Shouldn't be hearing those kind of noises. It's like someone's trying to work on something outside. Yeah, out here right now, you can hear helicopters like crazy outside, just flying through. They don't stop. All right, let's see. Hit that. Hell, little holes. All right, man, this is the hard one right here. This edge one. But you can't really get too close to the edge either, because you're gonna end up clipping the body right there. You know, from where I live, I'm like if I got in the car and if I drove to downtown LA, where most of the riot stuff is happening, it's probably like a 10 to 15-minute drive. Like it's close, but it's also far. It's weird because I still gotta jump on the freeway and like get there. But the thing is, like, everyone's punching it once you get on the freeway. And it's like by the time, you're starting to see the buildings in the distance, you go, oh damn, LA's right there, downtown. You see all the skyscrapers and everything, and then boom, you're in it, But but it's one of those things, man. Like once you start heading in that direction, sometimes there's no like turning back. Like if something's happening or whatever, you're gonna get stuck in traffic or you're gonna get caught up. Um, but there's so many other routes and in like the streets and things you could head through, but it's not. Yeah, it's not that far. Um, yeah, it's just with LA. There's so many small cities within the county, and I think it's just more than one place where things are kind of popping off. I know when I was coming back home from up north from my family's house, I was going through like the 101, and then I had to jump through the 134. I was trying to avoid downtown at all costs. I wasn't trying to go that in that direction, just because you will get caught up in traffic and stuff like that. But nah, it's cool right here. I'm not too worried. In this city where I'm at, it's pretty it's pretty chill. Like pretty kind of I don't want to say isolated. Like there are like neighboring things, but there's also the police that kind of handles this area that takes care of it. Yeah, they're on it. Like if there's just things kind of going down, like they're on it because it's they have a huge police um, force, and I think for the city itself, it's not that big where they could cover a lot, you know, and they get a lot of support from a lot of people here in this city, um, and there's other neighboring ones too that, but I don't know, man, it's kind of crazy. Like once you start, you know, getting out of this area, then yeah, you know, shit starts to pop off, and you're like, what the hell? Like that's kind of nuts, right there. Let's see where we at. Bam, starting to open that up right there. But yeah, man. I love this model building stuff. You know, um, it's always been something to keep me busy, keep me out of trouble. You know, even like growing up and stuff. You know, I had a lot of friends that would build model cars to like stay indoors and stuff, and like just stay out of trouble. You know, and and it was always fun. Like, and it's just cool that everyone's still doing it. Like everyone's still building and stuff. Like this stuff's not going away, man. It's not. It's gonna still stay here. That's for sure. Bam. Let's see. Ah. All right. Bam. Yeah, man. Like you know, everyone at home, everyone's like already asleep and stuff. I'm still up, but it's just one of those things. Like I was like, man, I don't wanna go to sleep right now. I wanna work on this. I wanna hang out. But it's also like, you know, if my family needs me, well, I'm awake already. Like whatever they need, I'm right here too. You know. But yeah, right now, I don't think the mic picks it up, but I could hear it in the distance. I hear helicopter, and it almost sounds like fireworks, you know, just like booming, kind of weird, kind of sounds. I haven't looked online right now to see what kind of activity or whatever, but yeah, I'm just focused on this real quick right here. Bam. All right. Here, let me see if I could tilt this a little higher because I think what's happening is I'm getting like I'm putting this up almost to my face, and you guys are probably just seeing my hand. Like, what the heck? What is this we're doing? Let's see. Oh man, that's awesome. Since 8 years old. What? That's cool, man. That's pretty cool. So you've seen a lot of the changes with you know, scale model building and the companies and just everything. It's fascinating when you start to see the box artwork too, like switch up on certain kits. And what the hell? So weird, because it's like midnight and it almost sounds like a neighbor or someone around here is like either screwing in like or like drilling in a bit into wood or something. And you know when it's already pretty tight and you keep going and it starts to squeak. That's what it sounds like right now. I could hear it. This could be pretty close. But it's not here in my spot because I would hear it if it was in my garage. I'd be like, hell no. Let's see. Oh, that's nice, man. That's pretty cool. 42, 90. Oh, right on, Raven, 79. Damn. We're the same age, man. I'm 42 as well. 42, that's pretty dope. You know that the thread trick for cutting? I remember seeing somebody post about that, and I never did it, you know? And I was like, what? You could really do that? And then later, somebody broke it down to me, and I saw them do it. And then when I had met Armando, he was like, hey, come through. And I saw him cut a door open, and he did it. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. So then, you know, I've done it a few times in the past. I just haven't done it like recently. But yeah, it's interesting, man. All those different like types of moves, you know. Yeah, let me see. All right, this thing's weighing thin right here. It's coming together right here. Let's see. Right on, man. That's cool. I hope you kept those issues, man, of the coverage. Yeah, I love those magazines, man. Modelcars mag. That's a really cool magazine. And then yeah, I wish ScaleRiders would have stayed, like still active, you know. But yeah, man, things change, you know. Things change. Things come and go. At least we still have a few companies in print as well. You know, here, let me clean this up real quick right here. Do you still have like all your models, or let me see. Man, yeah, I got to see some of your stuff, Kevin. I wanna check it out, man. That sounds dope. Damn, this is the hard, not the hard part, but I wonder if I could use this really lightly right here. Bam. Oh yeah, good. What? Should have done this earlier. Just kind of pinching it right here. Cutting a little bit of the excess. And then I'll come in and see if I can do it this way. All right. Progress right here. All right. Let me get the file. Hey, thank you guys for hanging out, man. Tuned in. Even if you're just cruising through. Bam. There we go. All right. Some progress right there. Sorry guys, I'll peep the comments right now. Hold on. Let me just, I'm like, if I stay quiet, it's probably because I'm like getting into it, you know? Just like seeing what my eyes tell me. Okay, getting excited. Let me take this trunk out. Just take this tape off. Still gonna save it. Still gonna save it right here. Yeah, that's what I love about this tape. It's very reusable. There we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to do more live stuff as you know, as we get into the further on this build and just future stuff. I just need to really figure out what days I'm gonna be doing it, you know. I do plan on coming back to doing more podcast interviews with guests. I've been doing a lot of solo ones for a long time, and I have a list of friends that I didn't get to interview the last time around when I kind of took a little hiatus from doing the interviews with guests, and I need to you know, follow up with them on that, so this way I can you know, hear out the stories and stuff and introduce that to you guys. And so that's like one segment is like interviews, podcasts, and then I also want to broadcast like my builds. That's another segment or show, I guess. I don't know if I call it show, but it's just another thing I want to do. Those two things, and then another one would be just like more of information regarding like the new products and just things that we get into the online store. And that's kind of, you know, be some of the stuff I want to put together here as we get into the future, you know. Definitely want to set some stuff up, you know, possibly get more, you know, better cameras and whatnot, so this way I could have like better angles to things. So I gotta see what I'm gonna do. Here, let me vacuum this little area real quick, because it does have some of the styrene, some of the debris. So you can see it all right here, all this stuff. Gotta clean all this stuff up. Here, let me bust out this little vacuum I have over here. This little thing right here. I think it's pretty chill. It's the handy cleaner. Let's see here. Let me turn this on. See if you can hear it. It starts to pick everything up. There you go. A horseshoe grabs the top of a vacuum. That's funny. Yup. He does the job, man. Let me put the little tripod back right here. Yeah, this little thing's pretty dope. I love it. Yeah, this thing's pretty cool, man. I need to get more in because I did have some and then ended up. Yeah, it does. And then I sold out of them, but then the company just took forever to get more in, so I haven't been able to really get any in back into the online store here. Let me just get that out of the way. Get this out. All right. Take a sip out of the coffee. Damn, I still keep hearing that drilling or whatever. Maybe they're sawing something. Maybe they're gonna saw a tree down. Not maybe. Damn, maybe the processors are here. Now I'm playing. All right, check it out. Bam. It's all right. It's not too clean, but we're getting there. We're making the progress. Yeah, I still need to clean it in some areas. See the inside. Dang. Yeah, right? Maybe, dude. All right, so you just brought up a memory thought right now I had, KC. So where I used to live before I moved over here, right? I got an order that came in and I was like, all right, cool, let me fulfill it, let me get it ready, right? So I started getting all the stuff and I started packing the order and everything, and then finally I had all my orders ready, packed and ready to print labels so I could ship them out the next day. So then this one order, I end up, what do you call it, busting out, and I was looking at it and I was like, wait a minute. And I was looking at the address, right? When I did, like the city was the thing that caught my attention. And then I looked up the address when I was printing the label, and I realized that the customer who I was shipping the box to literally lived like across the street from me, like on the other side of the street, because it's a busy intersection street where cars pass by. So I was like, wait a minute. So you're telling me that the person who placed an order for all these kits, all these items, lives like right there, right? He was like another model builder. And I've never met him. I've never met him in person or anything. And I was just like, what? Crazy. So then I was just like, man, should I just like hit him up or walk over there and just hand deliver it to him? Because all I got to do is just use the crosswalk and go across and just give it to him. You know? I was like, that's all I need to do. But then again, I was like, yeah, but I don't know. I think that'd be kind of weird, you know, like just show up. He's like, what the hell? Like, who are you? You know, I'm not expecting you. And I have a package here for you, you know, and I was like, nah, like, I'm not gonna do that. So I ended up packaging the stuff, getting the shipping label, and driving the kit to the local post office. And I did have to go through that road, so I did technically pass by his house on my way to the post office to drop off the package. And he got it the next day, because I mean the USPS, I mean, they received it. It got received. They got checked in, but you know they end up just placing it with the route with the driver that does that area, so it didn't have to leave the facility. You know, it kind of just stayed in there, and he got it the next day. And I was like, just tripping. I was like, man, I wonder when he's gonna get it, you know. And then time passed, and yeah, I mean, he did get the kit and everything, and it still took time until he finally. I found him on Instagram. He posted what he had ordered, and he tagged me, and I was like, yo, that's that dude, you know. That's crazy, you know. And then like I always, you know, we kept it chill. Like, what's up, you know? I always shared his stuff and everything, and you know, um, but I remember I was gonna tell him, like, hey man, you know, by the way, you know, I'm like kind of your neighbor, sorta. Like I'm like across the way. I didn't do that though, you know. I didn't say nothing. I kind of just kept it private, chill, you know. And then time passed, and I don't know what happened. Like I haven't seen him on Instagram at all. Like post anything. So I don't know. I don't know if he's still active or what, you know. But yeah, that was like a while back, and now I'm like, dang, I don't even. Obviously, I mean, I don't live out there no more. But yeah, I was tripping out on that. Like, dang, that's crazy, you know. Um, and yeah, he was actively building. Like after we started following each other on Instagram, social media, he was building for a minute, like going hard. And then after that, I don't know what happened. Like, oh yeah, I still need to cut more right here. Dang. See, the more I look at this thing, the more I'm starting to see like the areas I need to clean up. Let's see here. I'll check the comments right now, guys. Sorry. I'm just like getting in the zone right here again. All right, let's see. Okay, there we go. But yeah, tomorrow's Sunday, guys. Tomorrow, you know, do some errands, kind of just chill with the fam. You know, probably get some breakfast or something, or just cook something here. And just keep it super, super, super chill, guys. Not going nowhere. And then, yeah, I gotta finish packaging orders and shit, cause I gotta ship those out Monday. I got some orders I need to ship out Monday, so this way it's on the way, and people can start working, using their stuff that they got. There we go. All right, yeah, this side still needs cleaning. Damn, how can I miss that? See, this stuff takes time. I lost track of time because I'm like just staring. I'm just thinking of what's in front of me right now. And once I'm done, I can check everything else out. There you go. Hey, but thank you guys for hanging in here, man. For real. Appreciate you guys. Oh, shoot. Yeah, when I'm looking at it like this, I'm like, all right, I feel like it's done. But then I start to tilt it, and then I start to see little grooves. So I'm like, nope, like right there. It's not ready. Still need to cut some more. There we go. It's getting there. Slowly. Like slowly models, my homie. There we go. Go. Apologize for that sound. Sounds terrible. Yeah, I'm almost there, guys. But yeah, if I cut like a strip for this bottom, I gotta cut it all like one sheet, like one little piece of strip together, because when I pop it in there, you want both of them to be matching in the pattern. You know, you don't want to cut like two separate pieces, and then when you line them up, they're not lined up together like the pattern right there. There you have it. Yeah, I keep forgetting to drink my coffee. All right. Let me check the chats real quick. Chat room, what up? What up? 3 a.m. All right, man. Good night. That's pretty late. You know those AK markers, those new ones, the play markers. I haven't tried them yet. I'm thinking about getting some. Let me see. Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, little by little, man. Little by little. There's still a little bit ways to go. I feel like I still need to clean it up a little bit more in there. Like I know right here, right up here. It's a little hard right there. Now I'm very curious to find out where the sound is coming from. Man, what if it's someone cutting out all the trees from the streets and no one knows? And then I go out there to look, and then they think I did it. I get framed. He did it. And I'm like, what? And then all you guys are my witness. No, he was doing the live stream. Oh, damn, the live stream got deleted. Nah. But then what saves me is my model. But look at all the debris. Look at everything right here. He was working on a model. I remember the other night I was cleaning the garage right here, and there was a bunch of like debris and stuff on the floor, and I busted out this vacuum I bought. It was loud, dude, and I was like fucking just hitting it, BAM! And it was loud. I don't know who could hear it. I mean, they couldn't hear it in the pad, but I'm pretty sure the neighbors probably heard it, dude. They're probably wondering the same thing, like, damn, what the hell? Who's out there? What is that? A box in a box in a box. All right, let's see here. Let me get my my vacuum. How do you like those markers? Casey, the play ones you were mentioning right now. Dang, there it is. Getting close. There we go. How to get all that stuff off. Damn, it looks like a little mini pickup. Not playing. Yeah, I gotta primer this back piece. This way it looks more uniformed. Might have to cut these out too. These parts right here. So I'm not opening the trunk because yeah, let me cut them right now. Why do I even have them? What's the point? I'm not gonna open the trunk. Oh no, maybe someone, yeah, they're probably in their garage drilling stuff on the wall. They're like, they can't sleep. Or maybe they are asleep, but instead of like sleepwalking, they're like working on their garage. Shit, who knows? Maybe I'm asleep right now. And this is just my modelist mind that took over, telling me to complete the build. There we go. It's gonna be like that, you see? Now you can't see them. Yeah, because I'm gonna end up, this is gonna get glued on here. I'm not opening that. But before I glue it, I have to see if I'm gonna end up filling in a little area or what's gonna happen with that. I probably will primer this first. Oh, check it out. You can see right here, you can barely see it. There's a little bit of scripture. You're not gonna be able to see it. Let's see. Anyway, there's a little bit of scripture. I need to sand this down, knock that out, and then I need to primer this. Get it going right there. And then I need to fill in these vents. I'm not gonna cut those out. The hell? I got all quiet right now. I wanted to hear that sound. It's almost like I want you guys to hear it too, but dang. Yeah, nah, I'm not gonna hinge it. This is just gonna be just a curbside, so it's gonna just be like slammed. Have a couple antennas right here sticking out. Have a couple of those. I need to find them actually. I don't even know, cause I did keep some like wires. These certain wires I use for like my antennas. I need to bring those out. So I'll most likely put them. I'm gonna drill like somewhere right here in this area, and then I'll have the antennas like that and like sticking out, like two of them, and yeah, I need to scribe the door a little more. It's all sanding, and I need to get in there, fix that. Get that taken care of. But let's see. Yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna do, guys, for right now. As far as working on this build, I'm gonna kind of put some things away and start to get ready to call it a night. Right. I know I'm gonna stay up, probably like just chilling, like looking at some stuff online. I know that's gonna happen, so I kind of want to have a little bit of time for that. But I appreciate you guys coming on here. and staying up with me. And hopefully you guys could come along next time that I jump on here live right here. Ooh, that's dope. Shout outs to Gary Seeds, man. That's awesome, man. Learning from the best. Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's fucking cool. I like that. Let me collect more. It's always fun getting these little pieces. Right there. And put all this stuff away real quick. Maybe I'll put that there. Yeah. Yeah, cause tomorrow it's gonna be, you know how it is, guys. Family day during the day with the fam, and then the rest just falls into place. All the different things we gotta do right here. But yeah, there's tons of parts in this box that I know I'm not gonna be using them all. You know, but I'm hoping tomorrow I could primer that, get that primered up. These are the wheels. Thank you, Casey, for hooking me up with these wheels. Slowly Model. He printed these, he painted them, and he shipped these out to me a long time ago, all the way from Australia. So I have this set right here that's gonna be going on this car, right there. The centers are removable, so in case if I was like yo, I'm gonna paint them or something, I could, but I don't know. I might just leave them like that. I mean, Casey already did the work, you know, and I might just keep it that way and just kind of rock it and come out with like a paint job right there for it that will match that. So we'll see what's up, guys. But hey, I'm gonna check out. Thank you guys for watching. In case if you jumped on a little later and you missed the rest, I'm gonna try to save this video right here before I go to sleep. And thank you guys. All right, peace out. I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, later, man. Later, guys. Peace.